Hello, and welcome to Center's Politics. Today is July 20, 108 days away from the 2024 gubernatorial elections. I'll be doing a quick analysis of the 11 states that are up for grabs. To begin, Republicans currently hold 8 of these seats, while Democrats have only 3. 9 of the 11 incumbent governors in these states are either term limited or retiring. Let's categorize the safe states first. I believe the states of Montana, Utah, Indiana, West Virginia, Missouri, and North Dakota are all safe red. Republicans will win by very comfortable margins in these states, over 10 points, probably even more in some of these. West Virginia probably by close to 30, and Democrats, unless they run, excellent candidates, have virtually no chance of winning these races. The state of Delaware is safe blue. Although incumbent Governor John Carney is retiring, the Democrats will manage to hang on to the state by a very solid margin. I do think that, Washington may be a bit of a sleeper race. This is a very partisan state where Democrats regularly win these elections by, huge margins, like something like 20 points, 25. And although I do think that margin will shrink for President Biden, it will shrink even more in this governor race, which I do believe that Democrats will manage to hang on, although by a smaller margin than they would normally expect. Early polls show Republicans within 10 points of pulling off a victory here, but I do think it still goes Democrat either way. Now we have only 2 states left, the states of New Hampshire and North Carolina. I forgot to categorize Vermont, which is safe red. The incumbent governor, Phil Scott, is extremely popular there. But we have New Hampshire and North Carolina. In the Granite State, I do think that Kelly Ayotte will likely win the Republican nomination. Polling indicates that Joyce Craig, the former mayor of Manchester, will win the Democratic primary. New Hampshire is a state that normally votes blue, but this election is showing the state to actually be quite competitive. And couple that with the fact that Chris Sununu, the incumbent governor, is extremely popular, I do think that Republicans have a chance of winning this state. Trump will probably lose it by a very narrow margin, and I do think that whoever the Republican nominee is will outrun him by a couple of points. I would put this as, I would say, lean red at the moment. Josh Stein and Mark Robinson will face off in the state of North Carolina. This will be the closest race by far. Mark Robinson is a very interesting person, to say the least, and Josh Stein is a very generic politician, which may actually prove to be just a huge advantage in this election. The incumbent governor, Roy Cooper, is relatively popular. He served as Attorney General for something like 16 years before he became governor, and I do think his popularity will help Josh Stein by a couple of points. Now, I do think that Trump wins the state of North Carolina by around 6 points, but Republicans will underrun him in this particular race. They've nominated a polarizing, unlikable candidate who has had many extreme comments in the past, and I do not think it will work out well for them. I do think this race will still be extremely close. You can look at the polling here. It's just going back and forth and back and forth. All these polls are, most of them are within the margin of error, and pretty much none of them show any candidate with 50%. There's one from Quinnipiac, but we ignore that. And pretty much all the polls have this being a razor-thin race. Either candidate can manage to win, although at the moment, I do believe that Josh Stein is the slight favorite, and Mark Robinson will lose this race. I will categorize this as a very tilt blue state, but this could truly go either way. This will be by far the closest race of the 2024 gubernatorial cycle. With that, Republicans will hold on to 27 governorships and Democrats with 23. Neither party gains or loses any seats, which is a slightly disappointing result for a red wave year, but not too shabby overall. Please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. I enjoy hearing different perspectives, and all feedback is appreciated. Like and subscribe for more content like this. And as always, have a great day.